Top 10 horrible secrets about North Korea. 10. Public executions. A South Korean report estimates that between the year 2000 and 2013, North Korea carried out 1,400 public executions. These were for offences as minor as watching South Korean movies or watching porn. In an attempt to keep North Koreans in line, citizens are forced into stadiums to watch mass executions by firing squad. Since taking power in December 2011, leader Kim Jong-un has executed 70 high-ranking officials, including his own uncle by marriage, Jang Song-theek, and Jang's nephew, Oh Sang-hon, was executed by being burned alive with a flamethrower. 9. 3 generations of punishments. Political prisoners that are sent to Kikon internment camp are sentenced to 3 generations of punishment. This policy of guilty by association means that unredeemable prisoners are sent to the camp with their entire family, and any subsequent family members born in the camp are also imprisoned until death. North Korean escapee Mr. Shin Dong-hyuk was born into the camp after his parents met in the prison. He has described how, as a prisoner, he had been indoctrinated to internalize guilt by family association. He never questioned why he was imprisoned, rather, he came to accept that he was born a criminal and would die a criminal, as that was his fate. 8. Weapons of mass destruction. In 2015, the US government admitted that North Korea has the capability to launch a nuclear weapon against America. A recent report by China's top nuclear experts has estimated that North Korea could already have 20 nuclear warheads and may have up to 40 by 2016. The global threat posed by North Korea's nuclear capabilities isn't just limited to their own supplies either. A UN sanctions committee has reported that North Korea smuggles nuclear and ballistic missile technology internationally to countries including Syria and Iran. 7. Slave labour. There's an estimated 65,000 North Koreans working in 40 countries across the world. This includes Qatar, where they are building sites and stadiums for the 2022 World Cup. Although the average worker may earn up to $800 a month, this money is paid directly to the North Korean state, with the workers themselves receiving just 10% of their salary. A 2012 report from a human rights group estimated that North Korea is raking up to $2.3 billion a year from this scheme. Because of their negligible pay, Anti-Slavery International Director Aidan McQuaid has stated that the North Korean labourers are working in Qatar as a modern form of slavery. 6. Cyber warfare. North Korea's military includes a sophisticated cyber warfare cell made up of 6,000 troops, and they have vowed to wage cyber war against the United States to hasten its ruin. The hackers are handpicked from North Korean universities and sent to China to be trained by Chinese and Russian experts. Over the last 10 years, North Korean hackers have been connected to dozens of cyber attacks, particularly targeted against their neighbours South Korea. In 2011, they managed to shut down 40 South Korean websites, including their national intelligence services. 5. Biological and chemical weapons. In early 2015, South Korean intelligence suggested that North Korea may be planning a biochemical attack. The United States estimates that North Korea has up to 5,000 tons of chemical weaponry. This would be enough to take out South Korea's population of 50 million people. North Korea is also thought to produce at least 20 different types of chemicals for use in weapons. This includes the fatal disease anthrax, the poisonous gas hydrogen cyanide, and a range of highly lethal nerve agents. A 2014 report by North Korea analysis website 38 North has determined that North Korea has also provided chemical weapons to Syria, Egypt, Iran, and Libya in the last 2 decades. 4. Human trafficking. Tens of thousands of North Korean women and girls are thought to have been trafficked into China and forced into marriage and prostitution. Networks of traffickers operate along both sides of North Korea's border with China. They lure women across the border with job offers or by claiming that they can help them escape. In reality, the women are drugged, kidnapped and sold for around $2,000. North Korean defector Ji Ha told the United Nations that her failed attempt to escape North Korea saw her trafficked and sold to a Chinese man as his wife. Discovered by the Chinese authorities, Ha was repatriated back to Korea and sentenced to time in a detention center. And when it was discovered that she was pregnant by her former owner, she was forced to endure an abortion without anesthetic. 3. Human experimentation. In 2004, escaped North Korean scientist Dr. Kim revealed that while working for the state, he used chemical and biological weapons on prisoners. This was in an attempt to determine how much gas would be needed to annihilate the South Korean city of Seoul. Former head of security at Camp 22, Kwon Hyuk, has given details of the prison's gas chambers. Whole families were suffocated to death there, purely for experimental purposes. And former political prisoner Lee Sun-ok described witnessing a fatal experiment in which 50 healthy female prisoners were fed poisoned cabbage leaves. Within 20 minutes, the prisoners were vomiting blood and bleeding from their anuses. 2. Concentration camp. A UN inquiry has found that an estimated 120,000 people are being held in the country's harshest political prisons. Crimes against humanity are part of the daily routine there. Hwa-yong concentration camp is the largest maximum security area in the country, and prisoners are regularly subjected to sexual harassment and torture, often leaving them crippled. North Korean defector Jong-il described his experience in the camp. He said that there are 2 legal ways to kill prisoners. The first is to beat them to death, and the other is to starve them. 1. Cannibalism. In 2013, newspaper Asia Press reported that a North Korean man had been executed by firing squad after it was discovered that he had killed his 2 children for meat. The report detailed that a hidden famine in the province Hwanghae had killed over 10,000 people, causing fears of cannibalism to spread across the country. In 2001, an ex-North Korean official who had defected told Asia Press that he had heard of more than a dozen cases of cannibalism in the north. He even referred to a story in which a man in a local village went mad with hunger and boiled his own child. Other reports detail corpses being dug up by famished villagers in desperation for meat.
If you enjoyed this video and you found it interesting, you might also enjoy top 10 everyday activities that are actually illegal in North Korea. It's playing on screen now. Go over and check it out. And as always, guys, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.